Yo, my spirit brother.
What's going down? What's going down, my bro?
Chilling, man. Just grateful, kicking back, bro. Summertime vibes. You already know, man. I'm just feeling good, man. I had a pretty good day today. How about you?
Yeah, my day has been pretty good too as well. I can't complain. And yeah, did a little bit of sun gazing today. Sat out in the sun and meditated for a bit, and it was a trip. It was really a trip. Sitting in that sun, and I was grounding as well. Was out there barefoot, soaking in all that that electricity and stuff. So I feel good. It's almost like you heal throughout this process of being in the sun, especially if you're having a bad day, bro, or something feels off and you get in the sun for a bit. It like gets rid of that.
Yeah, at first, a couple episodes when I was talking about how I was like dealing with the heat and all that stuff. Now I've just increased my my water intake, but I've been like going out and I've been playing golf. And when you play golf, you're out in the sun for literally 4 to 6 hours straight. You know what I'm saying? And the last couple rounds that I've been playing, bro, like sometimes I'll go into the round and I'll have like, mind games and stuff. You know how the enemy likes. And then by the end of it, the sun has just like zapped my problems. You know what I'm saying?
That's how it is, bro. Like it's kind of bizarre, but that's how it is. Like like you said, you have like bad thoughts or anxiety or something, that sun will get rid of that, or it erases it or something. I just know it clears it out.
It heals you. Like it really heals you. If you sit there, I'm talking like hours to where you soak it all in. You know what I'm saying? And that shit, by the end of it, it is, you're feeling pretty good.
Hey, and that's all that matters, bro. I wish I would have had like this knowledge earlier, years ago about the sun and how it helps you feel better and heals you low key. And it will actually, like, for me, it makes you look younger or something. Cause ever since I got on SR, right? Your boy is 32 years old, but I feel like I'm aging backwards.
Right.
You know what I mean? And look young to the mofo, bro. But it's like I never looked like this before, because I looked at some old pictures of myself. I looked at my older license plate, or I said license plate. my old license card. I looked like crap, bro. Compared to how I look now. I look a lot more healthier and younger now. And it's from SR and being in that sun.
Yeah. I mean, your skin is, I mean, I can see it right now, fam. You're just glowing like a mofo.
Bro.
I'm the same way. Somebody said that they thought I was Puerto Rican earlier. I was like, hell no, because my skin, like, I don't know if you can see it right now, but in person, I'm pretty dark, for like a white, I'm saying, for a white guy. Yeah. So my skin be getting dark, and it's just crazy, man. It's just a trip, it's all just a trip. I don't really know why it's happening, but definitely the life force and God has something to do with it.
Oh, of course, man. The life force, well, as I like to say, the life force is the Wi-Fi connection to the big homie upstairs, the universe, or the divine power source, or whatever you want to call this energy greater than us. When you hold your life force in, you are tapped into that, and it's just like they send you some stuff, far as like angels go, or spiritual enhancements or something. You know what I mean? Yeah, bro, it's bizarre, but that's what happens. Because I feel like, being on SR, and boy, listen here, it's just, like I said, I'm aging backwards, bro. It's bizarre.
Shout out to High Vibrational Kings as well. He always be saying that. He's like, man,
Facts.
Martin is aging backwards, fam. He says that. Yeah. He says it to me all the time. I'm like, I think you're right, bro.
Yeah, man, that's why I feel like. Because like I said, looking at my older pictures of myself, I looked like crap, bro. I'm like a zombie damn near. And now I got to glow to myself and look young at age 32.
Yeah, well, our old selves, we don't realize it, but when you're drinking alcohol and like smoking all the time, that does something to the way that you look, fam.
It does. That's the truth.
So, I was the same way. And then especially if you're busting nuts all the time, your skin's going to look like it doesn't have life in it.
Right. That's how I looked. I looked like kind of palish, a little bit weird. I didn't have no glow to myself. The light bulb was turned off.
Exactly. That's not.
Mm-hmm.
That's like Operation Thriller. Is that what we say?
Yeah, man. Thriller, Michael Jackson Thriller type shit.
That's how it is. That's how some of these yeah. I don't want to get too far into it, but you already know, like, some of these dudes out here be looking like zombies, fam.
Yeah, and we used to be like that ourselves, though. And when you go on SR, you just have the discernment and intuition to just see basically your old self everywhere.
Yeah. I feel bad for them nowadays. I just, when I see that, it hurts my heart, low key, and then
Mine
I
too.
usually say a prayer for them. I'm like, I hope somehow that this person is going to get it figured out, whatever path they end up taking, but I just hope they figure it out, because right now they're not looking too hot.
Yeah, that's how it is, though. All we can do is just wish the best for individuals out here to obviously get a better understanding of the SR journey and putting the big homie upstairs first, because it will literally work wonders for you and you will gain the confidence that you need.
Facts, bro.
On everything. And let me get that intro knocked out before I forget, because we is chopping it up hard.
Let's go.
All right. Welcome to the Unchained podcast, everybody. This is your boy SpiritWar Martin, along with this podcast partner, Subconscious. We always put God first and become your inner lion in this crooked matrix. That's spiritual warfare, y'all. Boy, listen here. We. And shout out to all the fellow retainers and the female Jedis that's tuning in to this episode 122.
Absolutely, man. Shout out to all you guys, man. Well, I'm gonna lead the way tonight, bro. I got the topics for us. You want to just get right into it, or what?
Come on, let's make sure our scuba diving gear is good first.
Right. I just realized that we're both by bodies of water right now.
Yep.
We're both like in desolate places. You know what I'm saying? Like, yeah, what's going on, bro?
I even got the sunbeam going down in the water. Do you feel me?
Dude, I got the moss growing on these mountains. Man,
it looks like some uncharted stuff, uncharted territory.
Yeah, I had to get here, I had to actually land, those planes that land on the water.
Right.
I actually had to, it landed like right over here. You know what I'm saying?
Straight up.
So, and it's just chilling over there. I got to fire it up when it's time to head home. But
say the word, bro.
Out for a minute.
That's what's up, man. We about to dive in the water now, so my scuba gear is pretty good. I got to make sure my everything is good. We ready to go.
Let's get it, bro. Topic number 1. You ready?
Yes, sir.
What are your thoughts on the power of like-mindedness?
Bro. From my personal experience, I didn't have an understanding of this. But now having like-minded individuals around you is very powerful, because you don't have to worry about them trying to bring you down. Excuse me. Trying to bring you down and gaslight and do all this toxic type stuff around you. I know they're gonna help keep you up to a higher vibration and make sure that you're okay when you're feeling down. Right. They don't be on no kingdom of darkness type shit, or being low-key happy that something's off about you. They're gonna ask you what's wrong and are you okay type shit. When you got individuals out there who low-key like to see people down.
Right.
When you come around like-minded individuals, you don't have to worry about that stuff, because they're not on backstabbing type shit. You know what I'm saying? And that's what I learned being on this SR journey and looking at my old self before I got on this and started putting God first. I had a lot of Agent Smiths and Decepticons and just fake people around me who's just, liking to see me self-destruct.
Yeah.
On some weird shit.
Dude, I used to have a lot of people like that too.
You know what I mean?
I ended up having to cut a lot of those people off, because I feel like when back in the day, when we're not on SR, and obviously the discernment hasn't kicked in yet. we like throw ourselves around and we end up, you know, hanging out with a lot of different people and stuff like that. And we end up doing, you know, that whole energy transfer thing and just hanging out with the wrong people. So it's hard to it's hard to see that in the moment. You know what I'm saying? I feel like it's a moment that you have after you go on the semen retention journey, or after you know, damn near when the discernment kicks in, you know, when the third eye.
Mm-hmm.
I'm thinking about that dude that we both follow. I think his name is Rashad, but he talks about
Yep.
this. He talks about this all the time. You know, about how everything hits different, obviously, when the discernment hits, but basically, you know, how you have to cut these people off, bro. You know what I'm saying? Whoever it is, and just focus on people who you know feel like you're on the same spiritual plane with. You know,
Yeah.
because it's sad and it's hard, you know, to leave some of these people, but they're only gonna hold you back. You know, a lot of these people are like secretly in competition with you and stuff like that. I went through it a lot, bro. You know, I went through it with.
Mm-hmm.
I'm going back to like high school and stuff like that, and it's weird because these people will show love, but deep down, they got weird intentions.
Exactly. And I've dealt with that stuff too, and they be low-key nitpicking you as well too, you know, to try to make themselves feel good, which I consider kingdom of darkness as hell, bro. You know,
Yeah,
why are you nitpicking people just to let them be themselves? You know, like it's toxic. And yeah, I'm used to deal with that a lot too, but at the time I didn't understand it. And now since I'm on SR and the light bulb went off, I look back at that stuff. Yeah, we had a lot of fake shit around us.
we weren't able to see it. You know, that's the
Yep,
crazy. We had those drunk glasses on that we like to talk
that's what it
about.
was. Yeah,
You know,
exactly.
just like out here, like, oh, you're my friend. Oh, cool. You know, let's chill. You know, let's hang out. Like, what? Like, what?
Yeah, that's how I was. That's how I was too. Just like out here, just trying to be friends with just
Anybody?
random zombies, bro. Just people who are not like-minded, you know. Yeah, it was just weird looking at my old self, but now it's like I'm good on that. I'd rather connect with real people who are real, not fake. I can't stand fake stuff now. You know what I mean? And I like people who actually have a genuine heart to their
Yeah,
self
me
and a
too.
soul. You feel me?
You know, it's crazy to me, and I keep going in and out of this, but it's starting to get to the point for me where it's like it almost is becoming a requirement for me to, you know, for someone to like be my close friend is like they have to have some kind of a spiritual practice.
Yes.
And like, or otherwise, it feels like these people are just dangerous to be around. And I know that there's a lot of. I was just talking with my buddy Mark about this the other night. We talk about this all the time. You know, these people
Right.
that they're good people, right? But they don't have a spiritual practice. So it's like we call them NPCs. You know what I'm saying? Empty vessels. But these people are, you know, they're good people. They have a good heart, but they're just kind of like they don't have a spiritual practice. So I feel like, you know, when your discernment kicks in, these people become dangerous. It's hard to explain, but it's like, you know, that they're like, I just don't feel safe around most people unless I know that they are, you know, tapped in, which is weird.
Yeah, you know, that's how I feel now too. You're just basically you're basically activated now, and you're more self-aware, and you're aware of your environment and how people behave now. You
Yeah.
know, you pay attention to how they behave. And yeah, like you said, you know, there's people out there with good intentions and stuff, but it's like when they come across an individual who either has a bright aura to them or something, or on a spiritual pathway, it like brings out the dark side of them.
Yeah.
It's weird,
Yeah.
but
They
it's the
start
truth.
even, yeah. It's weird. And I'm battling with this, bro, because it's like, how am I only gonna hang out with like, you know, we call it the 1% club. So it's just like in my head, I'm like debating whether or not I need to figure out if I need to like ease up on that or just, you know, try to be a little bit more accepting, because I feel like that's how a lot of society is like, you know, that empty vessel type situation.
Right. Yes. You know, it's because we're focusing on other things other than ourselves, and it basically turns us into empty vessels because you know, a lot of individuals are putting their souls into, as I said before, social media and toxic individuals, bro, instead of the big
Yeah.
homie upstairs.
Celebrities, idolatry.
Yes. You know, all the things that stray you away from your true self.
And take you away from God.
Right. On everything. That's the truth.
So.
Mm-hmm.
Well, cool, man. Great job. You ready for the next one here?
Let's get it, bro.
Topic number 2, my dude. What are your thoughts on individuals will get furious from not benefiting off of your energy?
It's the truth. When you basically wake up and build confidence in yourself, or, you know, go on your isolation journey and understand your true self and how important your energy is, and basically protect it and keep it away from individuals, they're going to think you're cocky. They're going to think you're arrogant. They're going to think that you are better than them, but it's not. It's like, nah, you see shit for what it really is and people's true intentions and stuff. And when they see that you are protecting your energy and they can't really come into your energy force field and basically leech or try to get energy off you, it pisses them off. You know,
Yeah.
it's weird. It's weird, but that's how it is. If you,
Mm-hmm.
you protect your energy and don't give it to people, they'll look at you sideways when all you're doing is protecting your energy away from this toxic behavior that they are projecting.
Exactly. And my experience is that they'll gaslight you. You know what I'm saying?
They'll gaslight the hell out you and stuff.
Yeah, because it makes them feel uncomfortable. You know what I mean? And I've been dealing with this a lot. I know that I've told you about this a lot, but I feel like the solution is when you get around these type of people, is that you can't let your guard up. You got to just keep going. You know, you got to, you almost put your foot on the gas even harder. You know what I'm saying? Feel like, you know, this is who I am and you need to accept this. All right.
Yeah.
Because I'm not changing. This is what makes me happy. This is what makes me feel peaceful. So you need to respect that. Am I harming you? No, I'm not harming you. I just don't want to go out to the bar or drink, or, you know, I don't want to go, you know, watch Netflix and smoke weed. I don't want to play video games for hours. You know, I like to do other things. You know what I'm saying? I like to film my videos and my podcasts. I like to talk to God. I like to meditate. I like to, you know, do these new things that we all like to do. Right.
Right.
They're definitely going to be looking at you sideways. Like you said, sometimes these people, they think that you think that you're better than them or something like that, but that you're just trying to feel good. That's it.
Exactly. Feel good, protect your energy, and actually do things that make you feel good, things that won't drain your energy, you know.
Right.
And when you have the answer no to stuff, people get offended at that on some weird shit, bro, and they need to understand that you don't want to participate in that type of stuff. You know, it is what it is.
I feel like I used to be like that too when I was like more spiritually immature. So that tells you that people who can't accept the no, that means that they are spiritually immature. You know, they don't understand the concept of, like, you know, people like to cultivate their own, you know, peaceful routine. You know what I'm saying? People like to do their own thing, right? So if you run into those kind of people, that's kind of like a red flag, in my opinion.
Right. Yeah, we just got to be careful, you know, around individuals more than ever. You know, you have to make sure they don't have that Michael Myers mask on, as I like to say, and that knife that they like to use to stab you in your back, you know, because it's not genuine. And they don't understand the concept of protecting your energy. You know,
Right.
They want you to basically self-destruct with them, or just participate in toxic stuff, or fit in with them doing that, and you don't fit in. You just don't.
And what I learned, I was watching a video the other day, and it was about how, like, our discernment is actually the thing that makes us look weird to these people. Because, say, like, they'll come up to us and they'll be like, hey, you want to come, you know, to this party or something, and then, you know, you have to say no, right? It's because your discernment is telling you, like, you already know what type of people are going to be there. You already know
Yep.
going to be going down before you even get there, and so you say no, right? And then they're like, why wouldn't you want to come, you know, to this party with us, right? It's going to be fun. And so it makes you look weird because you're just using your discernment, fam.
Mm-hmm.
They don't have that discernment, so they just perceive it as, oh, he doesn't like me.
Yeah, it's weird. It's just like, it's nothing like that at all. You see stuff way before it happens type stuff. You know, you already know what's going to happen before you even go there type stuff. Cause that's what it is.
Or it's just you know what type of energy is being produced in that environment.
Right. And if you go there being on SR in a bright light, people are going to be envious of that, jealous of that, and you're going to have unnecessary fights happen, and you're going to have to annihilate somebody.
That's why I didn't go to the fireworks the other night, 4th of July. You know what I'm saying? My roommate, they went out to the fireworks, and like, oh, you know, they looked at me sideways when I said no to that. You know, they're like, they're like, it's a holiday. You know, why don't you want to come with us? I'm like, I just don't. You know, I'd rather do some other stuff.
Right. You know, protect my energy and not participate around intoxicated individuals, man, because when you go around that type of stuff, yeah, like I said, being on SR, people, opening up demonic portals by getting drunk and stuff. And then when they see a person that's pure nearby, they will try to fight that out of envy and jealousy. And nobody has time for that shit.
Right.
You know what I mean?
You know what I'm scared about too, bro, now is because like going around like environments with a lot of alcohol, like if somebody like tries to like flex on me and like be tough, like I'm scared that I'm gonna like hurt them, fam.
Same with me, because I don't want to
put myself in that situation to where it's like I'm not scared of them. I'm scared of what I would do to them. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
because
me too.
I don't at this point in my life, I don't play any games, especially if some drunk dude, you know, tried to like start, you know, talking smack to me. And then if he pulled out like a weapon or something, I would go ballistic, you know, and it's something might happen, you know? So why would I want to even risk going to that situation?
Exactly. It's not worth it, bro. Cause I'm the same way. I'm worried about what I will end up doing to somebody because I already have this pent up monster inside of me. And I'm already watching people's behavior and stuff. And if they try to come in my vicinity on some BS, it's over with. Cause I'm already feeling like I want to, you know, tear some shit up anyway, especially if it's Kingdom of Darkness.
Exactly. Yeah.
You know?
That's what I see it as. If some drunk dude came, you know, talking smack, that's like a gargoyle trying to come, you know, spiritually attack you. You know, I would handle that. You know what I mean?
Yeah, shout out to HBK. You know what I mean? Gargoyle City, fam.
That's gargoyle activity. You know what I mean?
Hey, got to be careful, man.
Yeah.
Got to be careful and protect your energy. And yeah, you'll have people look at you sideways because you are capable of saying no now to toxic stuff.
And I got one last thing on this one. The people will notice, this is what I'm doing, is like sometimes like for the people who maybe like you want to chill with, but you keep protecting your energy and then you got to say no to them. Because I've had to do this a lot, bro. You know, I keep saying no to like different stuff and then they, you know, they think I'm weird. So then I'll like suggest, you know, maybe like some healthier activities, right? Like I'm like, oh, how about, you know, I don't actually want to go to that party, but you know, I'm down to go to the gym tomorrow. You know what I'm saying? And then like they start to realize that you just like to do your thing, right? It's not that you don't like them. It's just like you like to do different stuff. So I've noticed that it helps to like, you know, potentially counteract, like suggest maybe let's do some healthy stuff. You know what I mean?
Yeah. You know, throw out other detours or other routes of healthier stuff to do.
Yeah.
You know, that's what I try to do. I try to come up with cleaner ideas of doing healthier and cleaner things instead of doing things that could potentially lead to chaos or destruction.
Yeah.
You know, and opening portals of dark energy.
Exactly.
You feel me?
This nightlife is very demonic, fam. The night, like going out to bars and different stuff like that is very, like, I can't even, so it's hard to, when you're on SR, it's very hard to go into those kind of environments. That's what I've noticed.
It is, bro. And you know, like I said before, it reminds you of your old self because we used to do that. And now since we're not doing that, it's like, I don't ever want to go back to that. And you'll have individuals that try to pull you back into that lifestyle, but you're not going.
And there's also that aspect of like, I notice everything that's going on. And then I'm like, yeah, it's just like what you just said. Like, I'm like, wow, I used to be just like them, you know? And then whole other angle to where I'm like, wow, I was really confused. You know, I
Yep.
was really like, you know, delusional. You know, I was like under a spell, you know, like we always like to say. And then that's another weird feeling. You feel me?
Yeah, I definitely feel you, because that's how I was. It felt like I was up under a spell and didn't really understand what I was doing. I was just doing it and thought it was cool, but it was really destroying me in the long run. That's what it does. It destroys us in the long run, and we just think it's normal, but it's not safe. It's not normal, and it's kingdom of darkness than a mofo.
Right.
You know? Yeah. It's bizarre, bro, but it's bizarre, but I know you feel me on that.
Absolutely, man.
Yeah. I'm just, just grateful that we have moved past that and matured and elevated the vibrational frequency to stuff.
Me too.
And as we said before, it's like Assassin's Creed. We're on bird's eye view, or on top of a skyscraper, looking down at all this dark shit now.
Mm-hmm.
Assassin's Creed and the mofo.
For real, man. Like just up there with binoculars, just observing people. That's how I feel, a lot of the time. It's crazy, bro. It can be lonely,
I'm right
but
next to you.
yeah, the rewards are definitely beautiful. You know what I mean?
Facts. It is, bro. It's a blessing. That's why it's a lonely pathway, bro. It's a lonely pathway, and you just see everything for what it really is, and you just can't resonate with stuff that you used to do anymore. And that's all you see is your old self everywhere now.
For real, man. It's a trip.
Crazy.
It's a trip.
Yeah. On everything, fam. That's what it is, man.
You ready for the next one here?
Let's go, bro.
Topic number 3, my dude. What are your thoughts on pushing through the enemy's mind games?
It's really important, because when you're doing the right stuff, it seems, and you're on your righteous pathway, the enemy throws sinks at you. They throw curveballs at you. They throw sliders. They'll even throw bowling balls. You feel me? And you got to make sure you come up with ways to try to keep yourself sane. I do meditation, do breathing techniques, drink a lot of water. Even have conversations with like-minded individuals to make yourself feel better, because it's good to release and not bottle up things, especially when you're going through these mind games that the enemy produces for us. It produces this to give you self-doubt, to make you stray away from your purpose, to make you feel like you're not important. That's how the enemy works. It's very chumpy. They work in a very punk manner, to try to keep you off from doing the right stuff, because they see the potential in you already. They know that you're going to level up before you even level up, so they try to put up roadblocks to try to stop you.
Yeah. Man, it's so crazy, man. Lately, I've been going through some stuff to where I'm just, I'm very self-aware of different things, because I feel like, when you have moments when you're really tapped in and when you're feeling good, that's when that's really like your true self, right? When you're like tapped in with God and you feel like, aligned with the universe and you feel good. That's who you are, bro. That's who you are, tapping into God's strength, you know what I mean? When you're feeling grateful and joyful and stuff like that. So it's like all the other stuff is damn near, a spiritual attack. So it's like, lately I've been feeling that, like, kind of like in the morning sometimes. So, like you said, sometimes you just got to chug, a ton of water. Sometimes you got to do, breathing techniques. Sometimes you got to do workouts, because I have it a lot, bro. It's where I'm just like, why is my mind just acting weird? It's like, coming up with, sometimes I'll look in the mirror and I'll be like, just like, you already know what it is, just weird stuff. You're nitpicking, the way you look, certain things at your job. It's like, it's all spiritual, but they're these just mind games, and that's just what I do. That's basically my technique, is referencing, who I am when I'm feeling good, when I'm feeling tapped in. So I know I can kind of go back on that and I just know that, you know, at that point I got to tap in with God. That's always the answer. I got to tap in with God. If you're feeling weird, God is the main solution that we need to be focusing on. You know what I'm saying?
Absolutely, bro. Yeah, because like I've said, the enemy tries to take us off our purpose and make us have self-doubt and stuff. And like you said, you look in the mirror at yourself and you start nitpicking yourself and you be like,
Yeah,
why am I doing this? That's the enemy, bro. That's
exactly.
literally the enemy trying to make you self-sabotage yourself. That's how the devil and his punk ass army works, bro. Like they see the potential in you, they see the light and they want to dim it. It's weird, bro. Like you literally, yeah, the spirit world will send BS to us. We have to have more awareness to this and wake up and see this crap. You know, when you start to have self-doubt, go to the big homie upstairs. Even sun gazing, fam, will help
Yeah,
with that.
that's what I've been saying. Yeah, lately I've been, you know, if I'm having the weird mind games when I wake up, or maybe I didn't get enough
Right.
sleep, but like that, I've been noticing that the sun has been helping me out. You know what I'm
Yeah,
saying?
me
So
too.
it's been nice.
On everything, bro. It's a beautiful thing when you have the wisdom and knowledge to combat these attacks from the enemy, these bad
Oh,
thoughts and all this stuff. You know, when you don't have the wisdom or knowledge of how to combat that, it could be a damn nightmare.
yeah, absolutely. Because it could last for long periods of time. I feel like when you have self-awareness and when you put God first, a lot of these spiritual attacks, it's almost like they're little storms, you know, they come for like a short period of time, you know what I'm
Right.
saying? And then they pass over, you know, because you're too powerful, bro, especially on SR. You're way too powerful.
Absolutely, bro. You know, and when you become, you know, powerful as far as your spirit goes on SR, the enemy doesn't like that. They don't want us to be powerful. They don't want us to know who we really are as people. They just don't want us to just have confidence. They don't want you to just be a powerful person. And
Right.
it's very bizarre.
And then they notice the guys who, you know, the guys like us who, you know, just by us making this podcast, they're probably going to try to attack us or something. You know what I'm
You know
saying?
what I mean? Right.
Yeah.
That's how it
So,
is, because we're doing something that potentially helps other individuals out there who don't understand what's going on with them. You know, and
yeah,
so when we talk about what's going on with us or our personal experiences, that's what God wants us to do. And the enemy doesn't like that because we're shedding light on dark situations.
absolutely, bro. Yeah, that's how it is. Is as soon as they see somebody who is elevating, you know, they start attacking. They'll attack you way more, way more.
Yeah. And we just, you know, having self-awareness is very important, more than ever now, because we are in the end times, as I like to say, the end of days. And the devil and his punk army is trying to sabotage a lot of people out here.
Yep.
And I refuse to go for it.
Me too, bro.
You feel me?
It's a trip, man. Some days, every day, you know, some days I'll have like, you know, I'll go the whole day feeling tapped in, but a lot of these days, bro, they're like, it's almost like every day is like a battle, you know?
Yeah, it is a battle every day. That's why it's important to get our armor on every single day. You know, stay consistent every single day, because it seems like once you slip up one time, that's when the enemy jumps right in and gets you.
Yeah, exactly, bro. And if you're not tapping in with God, putting your armor on, like we always say, you're out here running through a shooting range with no vest on.
Yeah, right in the crossfire, you know, and that's what it seems like. It's a spiritual war, you know, and we're in the middle of this.
And it's, yeah, you got to have that vest on because the bullets are going to be coming no matter what, whether you're tapped in or not. The bullets are always coming because we live in a giant, you know, shooting range, to keep the analogy going. But it's like where we live, you know, everybody's getting attacked, you know, from every angle, right? Every
Yeah,
single day. So you got to have that armor on to even function properly.
absolutely, bro. That's the truth. Yeah, the armor and putting the big homie upstairs first and having a routine set and keeping your mind off of things that could potentially sabotage you, bro. Because yeah, our eyes are the windows to the soul. And it's
Mm-hmm.
important to make sure we don't consume toxic stuff that'll be left on your subconscious that could potentially, like I said, open up dark energy portals that could just mess you up, bro. Make you go do toxic stuff, end up
Yeah.
getting yourself in jail, hurting other people out there, just being all around dark, you know?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, we can't be doing that.
Man, all right. On to topic 4.
Let's go.
What are your thoughts on reprogramming? And I'll give you a little synopsis here. Reprogramming your mind to prepare for upgrades. So when I came up with this, bro, I was kind of just thinking about how, and this is for anybody who might be, you found your purpose, right? For us to be able to relate, me and you with our YouTube channels and the podcasts and stuff like that. Sometimes it gives me anxiety and stuff like that when I think about, just the fact that, I've found my mission, right? And it's a beautiful thing. But I feel like it's very important. I seen a video about this the other day, but it was basically saying how you need to basically program your mind to be ready to accept blessings,
Yep.
because a lot of us are stuck in these negative thought patterns, like from the past, strongholds or stuff, to where maybe we got abused by a narcissist, right, in our life, or maybe we went through trauma, or maybe we went through a lot of difficult stuff, right, and our mind is still kind of messed up from that. So it's like we damn near don't think that we deserve to reach these goals and to be successful. So it's almost like we have to prepare ourselves, mentally, and start to reprogram our mind to be able to accept these spiritual upgrades, and to accept basically becoming successful and accepting all of these blessings that are coming our way.
Yeah, absolutely, bro. And it takes going on that isolation period, isolation journey and SR, and battling your inner demons. And as I like to say, taking a bright light and, spelunking, going inside yourself in that dark ass cave we have, and clean that out so you can be able to prepare yourself to get blessings and level up for yourself, and when you don't go inside yourself and clean yourself out, you're not able to do this.
Right.
And looking at my old self, I had a lot of dirt, and cleaned a lot of it out, and still somewhat cleaning out. You still learn every day, but as far as I've come, it's a long way, bro. It's a long road. And I have a better understanding of the mind being reprogrammed to be operating strong and consistent, and not letting the enemy take us down. You know what I'm saying? And it requires a lot of work. It's a lot of individuals out there who do not want to put in the work at all. They just expect results to be handed to them without putting in the effort. You have to put in the effort to be able to receive blessings, to be able to have a reprogrammed mind, to be able to have a strong spirit, to be able to connect with like-minded individuals, you feel me? To be able to have synchronizations out here, and it takes a lot of work, man. And that's what we got to make sure we do. And I'm just grateful to have this concept of understanding this,
It's literally, I love what you said about how it takes work, because this is the aspect to, when we talk about SR, this is kind of what I've been thinking about lately. You get all these benefits and stuff like that. And, but the one thing that you got to continue to work on is these bad thoughts and these mind stuff. Because you can get all these, but you could still have these crazy thoughts going on, to where maybe you don't think you're good enough, or you're not worthy of this. Maybe you don't think you deserve to be successful because of, XYZ or whatever the fact. So you got to literally, on a daily basis, when these thoughts come up, you got to throw them in the trash, bro. What I'm saying?
You got to toss them out. Yeah, you're right. Absolutely right, bro. Throw it in the garbage and get rid of it, bro. And be like, that's trash. I'm not going for that, because that's not who I am.
That's the old me. You're
exactly.
You're a new version of yourself, through the power of God, right? So it comes with, like you said, it takes work, you know what I mean? It's a daily thing. The analogy I like to say lately is, tuning the spiritual radio, tune it to, where you want to be, because it's gonna, it's gonna flip around. It's gonna get all staticky, and you gotta continue to keep it where you want it. You know what I mean?
Yeah. Tuning that radio to, I like that analogy. That was cool, bro. For real. Yeah. Tuning your spiritual radio to the right radio station, to the right song or tune, to where you can operate accordingly out here.
Exactly. Because that radio likes to jump around and get, You start hitting the song about your ex-girlfriend, you start getting sad, or then it'll change it to the song about, you know, some other stuff. Maybe your dog died, or, you know, some country song comes on. And then you got to switch it back, bro. Switch it back to, you know, divine power source. You feel me?
Right. Yeah. Switch it right back to the divine power source energy so you can be able to have a clear mind and stay tapped into that greater energy and not have potential toxicity involved to where it will lead you in the wrong direction. You know?
Exactly.
Yeah, because you know, we're like literally like as I said before, like walking radios for the divine power source. So we got to make sure that radio station is tuned to the right channel. You know what I'm saying? And yeah, not let the Kingdom of Darkness radio stations try to interfere.
That's what they love to do, bro. That's what the devil loves to do. He likes to sneak in there and change the station.
You feel me? Like get your ass out of here. You know, I'm not going for that. You know, when that's why having great discernment and intuition to understand this is powerful, fam. But it takes a lot of work to acquire this, the isolation journey, you know. It takes time, but you got to put in the work to be able to combat the enemy coming in and trying to change your radio station.
Exactly, bro. It's a trip, man.
Ooh, wee. Man.
Topic number 5, my dude.
Let's go.
What are your thoughts on natural magnetism on semen retention?
Oh, man. Where should I start here? When you go on your SR journey, yeah, you become naturally magnetic and people are drawn to your energy because you become charismatic. You obviously have a glow to yourself. You are confident. You don't tolerate BS, and people are like, man, this dude is a damn trip. You know, but I like his energy. You know, I like his energy because he's confident and he stands his ground. Mm-hmm. You know what I'm saying? That's very magnetic. It's very energetic. And like I said, charismatic. And people, they low-key like that and they low-key envy it. You know, it's all around weird. You know what I'm saying? But it's an all around blessing to have, you know. Absolutely. But it's all from SR, bro.
Yeah, and getting raising your vibration. I feel like that's what it is, bro. You know, when you start to raise your vibration, you start to go around people and they can't help but feel, you know, they feel the energy, you know what I'm saying? Because I like to say this a lot, but other people feel whatever you feel about yourself. So if you're happy and you're going around, you know, you're grateful, but you know, about life, you're tapped in with God, everybody else is going to be feeling that, bro. And that's I feel like that is kind of one of the main things that semen retention does, because it gives you that Wi-Fi connection to God. So you usually, you know, everything is kind of like, you know, everything is definitely a trip, but a lot of the time you're just grateful, you know what I mean? And you're just feeling good. I feel like you start to go around and people just notice you because a lot of other people aren't necessarily like that. You know, a lot of people are in their heads and, you know, getting, you know, depressed or anxious, or I mean, the state of the world now is absolutely crazy. We got these phones, so these phones are numbing people's minds, and it's a whole rabbit hole of a thing. But you know, people can feel it when you're tapped in with God, and I feel like that's what semen retention does. You know what I mean? It taps you in with God and raises your vibration, and just rubs off on people, bro.
Yeah, because your energy is so powerful. It's so powerful to where you can literally shift the energy in environments. And yeah, like you said, people feel that, you know, and it's bizarre, but a blessing at the same time, because you send ripple effects into the universe and it literally will change people's lives when they see how powerful you are from the inside.
Exactly.
You know? And that's what I've come to realize on this SR journey. You know, when you tap into the divine power source from holding in the Wi-Fi connection, you let it be known, bro. You let it be known that you are tapped into something greater and you are not to be messed with at times.
Exactly. And it's hard to miss it, you know? Like I've noticed it in situations to where I feel like one of the main ones is certain situations when people, you know, the general consensus is that people, you know, you should be stressed. Like it's a situation that might cause you stress. It's happened in my old job right? To where like, you know, we had a bunch of customers coming into the restaurant and, you know, they're all stressing out, but I'm over here just chilling, right? And that
Yeah.
bugged them, that bothered them, you know, because I'm not going to let some worldly stuff bother me, or, you know, when I have the
Right.
power, I already know that I got God with me. So why am I going to let this small problem that will be easily fixed in, you know, a few minutes, why am I going to let that rattle me? You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
But they're rattled. So it's all spiritual, you know. They're jealous that you can maintain, you know, your vibration and stuff like that.
Yeah, and you're not showing any signs of weakness. You're just solid, bro. And you are obviously thinking on a bigger spectrum of things. You're not thinking like small-minded birds out here, you know, and yeah, you're thinking like an eagle or a hawk. You know, like I said, your perspective is on a broader horizon of things. And when you come across individuals who could potentially, yeah, take small things and just make it unnecessary and just blow it out of proportion, like they look at you sideways because you're not acting like them, you
Exactly.
know, and you look at the situation that they're looking at and taking out of perspective. Like that shouldn't even be looked at like that. Like we gotta think bigger than taking small things and blowing it out of proportion.
Right.
And you have individuals look at you sideways because you are obviously not feeding into small things like that, which is
Yeah.
weird, but that's what we go through.
Like I got a couple of my roommates who, you know, this happens to frequently. I actually had to just talk to him about this, bro. You know, just freaking out. Like this dude will come home and, you know, if there's like a cup or a fork in the sink, he throws like a tantrum, bro. You know, I tried to explain to him, I'm like, you know, you got to get into a place, bro, to where like, yeah, I know that you're upset. I know that this is how you like it and stuff like that, but it's not that big of a deal to where you have to produce this dark energy. You know what I'm saying? Or like,
Right.
just like, yeah, man, it happened. Yeah. It's crazy. Like people are just thinking that they're just wondering why you aren't, you know, freaking out, you know, when they, you know, they feel like it's a situation that should, like, stress is warranted or something like that, but you know, you ain't going for it.
Exactly. It's bizarre. And yeah, like you said, they look at you as if you're better than them because you're not freaking out like how they are. So they're like,
Exactly.
oh, what's so different about you to where you can't freak out like me? It's toxic as hell, bro. And that is it's weird. That's
Or
how
they,
it is though.
or they think that you like don't care, or
Right.
they think that you don't care. So then they think that you're just like, that you don't care, but you're in a whole different, you're
A
on a whole
higher
different,
frequency, fam.
yeah, higher frequency. You're like, no, it's not that I don't care. I just see through this stuff.
Right. That's what you do. You see right through it. And it's like, it's not that big of a deal. Like we can figure out ways to take care of it other than flipping the hell out.
Right. Like, let's just take care of it. Let's not, you know, contaminate our energy here.
Right.
Let's just take care of it, and let's do it with a good spirit. You know, let's not
Exactly.
let's not contaminate the energy around here.
Oh, that's powerful, you know, and us as a people need to come into this understanding, you know, of blowing things out of proportion is just going to destroy you in the long run.
Exactly. That's all it does. You know,
You
it's
know what I'm
just,
saying?
that's all it does, you know? So it's crazy, fam.
Ain't it though? Crazy. E.
All right, my boy, we got the grand finale.
Let's go.
Ready?
Yeah.
Topic number 6, my boy, the grand finale. It is called Isolation Periods to Find Your Purpose. All right. And basically, this is what happened to me, man. And I feel like this happens to a lot of people. And I feel like this happens to a lot of specific people who have a higher calling in life. And I feel like sometimes this is what needs to happen, you know, for us to be able to find our purpose, you know, from God, and figure out why we're here. You know what I'm saying? If you consider yourself, you know, a chosen one, or you consider yourself, you know, a child of God, if you can feel God's presence, you know, on a day-to-day basis, then, you know, that usually means that, you know, you have a higher calling here, you know, on this planet rather than everyone else. And in my experience, bro, oh, I just spit. In my experience, I needed to have that isolation period, for however long, it's been. I don't even know how long it's been, fam, but I always say, at least a year, maybe it could go up to 3, 4, 5 years, however long it takes. But
right.
Isolation, is the thing that's going to get you to go within yourself and tap in with God and to be able to figure out your purpose, bro. Pretty simple.
Yeah, it's the truth. We all, well, most of us need to go on this isolation journey to basically find ourselves, tap in with the big homie upstairs and understand that it's a lot of things out there in life that's just out to destroy us. And it's a lot of fake stuff out there as well, and when you see it for what it really is out here, you're able to operate accordingly out here and understand that a lot of stuff is not good for you, instead of just, as I like to say, falling into the grinder or getting chewed up and spit out here. Isolation journey helps you develop great self-awareness to yourself. It helps you develop the ability to come up with great ideas. It helps you come up with the ability to connect with like-minded individuals. It helps you be able to come up with this concept of being successful and moving forward no matter what. You know what I'm saying? You just all around become a powerful ass person when you go on that isolation journey, fam, and put energy back into yourself instead of elsewhere. You know what I mean? Ooh, wee.
And I think that there's this whole concept of like, we need to be comfortable, being alone, for however long, with just us and God. I feel like that should be like a very high priority, before we introduce other people into our lives, maybe like a female or, a partner, all these things like that, because that's how we build up our true, identity, bro, and who we are as a person, like all this other stuff can distract you to the point where you actually won't, go within. I mean, I know it from experience, I was distracted with a female and like I ended up settling, for a job that I didn't want to do, and now that I went on my isolation period and went on my SR journey, it's like my whole life is flipped upside down, fam, and I have a whole new direction, and it just kind of happened seamlessly. And I've heard a lot of other guys have this exact same experience. So this is the real deal, bro. This isn't just like some fairy tale. This is real.
It is the real deal. And the only way that only way we're going to figure this out is if we actually go on the journey and actually put ourselves through this. You got to put yourself through pain. Going on the isolation period can be very painful because you have to face yourself and your inner demons, your inner darkness. And sometimes that can be very difficult. But when you get through that shit, bro, you become very strong, very confident, because you're gaining a better understanding of yourself. Instead of running away from yourself. And that's what a lot of individuals are doing, running away from themselves and looking elsewhere, as I like to say. It's best that we look at ourselves so we can become strong out here and not be insecure and all this toxic shit. You know what I'm saying? Because looking at my old self, that's how I was, bro. And going on that isolation period gave me a better understanding of myself, gave me confidence and wanting to slay the devil and his punk ass army, because they like to get into your head with these mind games. And I'm not going for that shit. And you understand how individuals are being used by dark energy as well to sabotage other people. And they don't even know what they're doing. That's because they haven't gone on an isolation period. They won't face themselves. They don't want to put in the work to do shadow work. You know what I'm saying? It's just all around running away from themselves. And looking at my old self, that's how I used to be. Just running away from my shit.
Yeah. There's so many things that we can distract ourselves with, bro. And female is one of them, and then there's also, substances, drinking, smoking weed. For me, it was, I even got into gambling for a bit. I was playing poker, video games. There's all this worldly stuff that we can distract us. You can go your whole life doing this stuff, bro, and that's what it's sad, but a lot of people, do that and they don't actually, go on this isolation period and find themselves and figure out, what they really want to do. So they end up living their entire lives kind of like compromised and stuff. You feel me?
Yeah, because like I said, looking at my old self, that's how I was. And if I didn't find out about SR and going on an isolation period, I'd probably still be stuck, bro, and probably miserable. You know, because now I don't feel miserable because I know who I am as a person now. But I had to do a lot of I had to do a lot of spelunking in
Yeah,
myself and clean a lot of BS out. I had to stop drinking alcohol. I had to stop smoking weed. I had to let a lot of individuals go who was holding me back. You know what I
yeah.
mean? And yeah, killing all this dead weight around you. You know, when you do that, you're able to take off to the cosmos and shit. You know what I'm
Mm,
saying? And connect with like-minded people, as I like to say, bro. It's a beautiful
yeah,
thing, but it literally requires a lot of work, fam.
dude. I heard a analogy from this one guy the other day. He said that human beings are like corks, like out of a wine bottle. You know how they they float.
Right.
He said people that have been through a lot of trouble and stuff like that, it's like they're being weighed down, like we're like corks. And then when we do the shadow work, it's like you cut the whatever it is that's holding you down, and the cork just goes straight up. You know, like
Yeah.
you're at the bottom of the water, and then when you release the baggage, you literally just fly up to the top. Like that's
Yeah.
kind of like how our nature is like once you let this go, you elevate, and you elevate fast, fam.
It's the truth, because you got to think about it this way. All these things that we participate in that are toxic is just weight on our shoulders and holding us back from what we truly can become. And when
Yeah,
you let go of all that stuff, you have no choice but to go straight to the cosmos. You know, you literally have no choice but to go straight up to that shit, bro. I'll put that on
right.
everything. You got a jetpack on and everything. Gone. You feel me? Gone. As far as your consciousness goes, all that, bro.
Right.
And your spirit, all that. It's a beautiful thing, bro. It's bizarre, but that's what it is.
For real, man. It's a
Ooh,
trip, bro.
wait.
It is definitely a trip, and I'm grateful for all of it. That's for sure.
Me too. You and me both. That's why we here right now, you know, doing what we do, bro, because we both, you know, are going through the same thing. So the big homie upstairs is making sure he lined both of us up and got us doing what we do. It's bizarre, but it is what it is. Shoot.
Absolutely.
You feel me, man?
Well, man, great episode as always, bro. You know, we got into a lot of good stuff here, man. Shout out to all the retainers. Shout out to yeah, man, all the female Jedis as well. You know what I'm saying? Everybody, bro. Everybody that's tapping in, man. Everybody that watches the Unchained Gang. You know, everybody that SpiritWar Squad, Subconscious Galaxy. All you guys, bro. Shout out to all you guys, man.
Man, absolutely. And coming from SpiritWar Martin, much love always to my real people out there, you know, and just all around grateful for you guys. And bro. It's a beautiful thing to be doing this, you know, talking about personal experiences, connecting with like-minded individuals out there, and moving forward in life and not being held stagnant out here, you know, because looking at my old self, I was a stuck individual, but had to
Yeah,
let a lot of stuff go. And that's why I'm here today to talk to you guys about these things. And I'm all around grateful. But it
me.
all comes down from the big homie upstairs first, you
Yes.
know, and that's a beautiful thing. And shout out to the female Jedis and the fellow retainers, of course. And episode 122 was a smooth banger, bro.
Yes, it was. As always, man.
Man.
Well, much love to you, man, and shout out to everybody who has made it this far in the episode. As always, if you guys have made it this far, you're a real one, man. Shout out to you guys. Yeah, it's been the Unchained podcast. As always, episode 122. You know, that's a trip. Much
Ain't
love.
it though?
Yeah, man. Knocking them out.
Man, that's crazy. It is what it is, bro. You know, when you like we said, you go on an isolation journey and clear your mind out and build this confidence up, you will just like effortlessly knock out episodes
Just
and
knock it down.
videos.
Yep.
Man,
Absolutely. Well, much love, bro. As always, this was a great time. As always, man. I will keep in touch with you. Of course. I'll be talking to you, my boy.
sounds good, bro. I can't wait to spend this episode back. And yeah, I'll be talking to you soon, fam.
All right, bro.
All right, bro. Peace
Peace.
out, man.